We're here at Conduit Coffee with Cristina Reece and Robin Farrar. We're here to talk to them about their great new independent coffee shop that's been here a couple years and is making a big impact in the Woodlands. Cristina, Robin, can you tell us how this coffee house is different than corporate coffee houses like Starbucks?
Well, first, it's independently owned by us. Secondly, the quality of our coffee is just superior. Specialty coffee is about 10% of all the coffee sold around the world. The rest, the 80% of what's sold around the world is is commodity, what you find at Starbucks or Pete's or any of that at your grocery store. So it is a smaller market for that. It's just everything here is handcrafted. We make our own syrups. We're very personal, we're very relational. It's not a transactional place at all. We like to know everybody that comes here. We just want everyone to feel seen and welcome here.
Is that similar to ethically sourced coffee? I know that's a big thing now, being able to get it from places where the people earn a good living. Is that something y'all focus on?
Yes, absolutely. So it's it goes back to your roaster. We do a little in-house roasting, but we have a main roaster, and so it's really important that you know that your roaster is sourcing ethical coffee, and so it's about that relationship with your roaster and knowing and making sure that they're transparent with where they're getting their coffee and their relationships with the farmer. And so that's kind of the gig. It's just really small, we're only a few steps away from the farmer versus commodity coffee where you're not even sure where it's come from. One of the importers actually does live here in the Woodlands, which is really cool for one of the Kenyan coffees that we had for a while. And so that's really neat. He's Kenyan, his brother lives in Kenya still, and so they handle the coffee. And so it's very close.
That's really cool. I noticed y'all also have pastries. Do they come from local sources?
Yeah, we have about 15 local vendors that we support in here, including 2 pastry chefs, some ice cream. Like I said, we have 2 different coffee roasters in here. So a lot of different stuff. Some merch, candles, things like that. Soap, just cute little boutique stuff as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been open?
We're about to hit 2 years. I can't believe it. We didn't even burn the building down.
Well, congratulations. That's a major accomplishment. What struggles have you had since you've opened?
That is a loaded question because it is so beautiful what we have here. Really, really, truly. But it is hard, You open up and just trying to build community in a time where things were kind of hard. People were feeling a type of way, mental health issues were going on, and people have been separated for so long, and things politically are tight, and so it's like wanting to build a bridge, with our community and build a place where people can come and have a cup of coffee, but when they leave too, that their hearts are filled, and they feel seen and loved and celebrated. Because who knows what's happening outside of our doors, really, if you get that when you leave.
So I'd imagine you have a lot of regulars who come here, and this becomes sort of like a home away from home?
Yeah, we have a lot of regulars. We really, really do. We've grown slower. We've opted to go a slower route of growing, which has really enabled us to build really authentic relationships with the people that come here. And I think that is what makes our place really different, is the authenticity of the relationships here between the staff and the people who come here, between me and the staff. Like, we just have really good, just open, solid, we're humans. And I guess that is the thing. Humanity is recognized here.
What's your favorite item on the menu of all the things you make?
Probably either an iced 3 Little Birds or an old fashioned, but also an oat milk flat white is really.
And I would say just our vanilla latte. I like it with oat milk, but that's my favorite thing. That's what I drink every day. And our matcha is really good as well. And then the bagel sandwich, that's become a popular, and the cheese and charcuterie box.
Oh, very nice. Charcuterie's gotten very popular out here.
Yes, that is actually one of our most popular food items, is our cheese and charcuterie box. We call it an adult Lunchable. It's fun.
Nice. What are your hours?
We are open 6:30 to 8. Tuesday through Friday, and then 8 to 8 on Saturday. Closed Sunday and Monday for sanity. You know.
How's that working out?
Really well. You know, at first when you do that, people think you're crazy to open a food service business and be closed 2 days a week. But the thing is when you have a place that is much more than a transactional place, there's a lot of heart and a lot of soul here that requires rest to continue to give that out. And rest for me to be able to love and mentor my staff. Rest for them to continue taking care of the people that come in here as well. And it's the staff appreciate it. I appreciate it. I think it's saved us from a couple rounds of COVID, to be honest. It has really saved us in a lot of ways from burnout, because we have really clocked a lot of hours the last 2 years. And so those 2 days have been crucial for our mental health, and people have learned to respect it. At first, people were a little upset, but they have actually learned to accept it, and it's been good. Yeah, people don't know what they don't know, and you have to tell them, you know, like, hey man, I've been working in the restaurant industry for a long time, and you get burnt out.
Absolutely.
You get tired. So
It's a very good attitude. I bet your staff appreciates it as well.
they do. They really do. They go to school. You know, we have a lot of different people that work here in different places in their life, and everyone needs time off.
It makes a lot of sense.
So they feel respected by that.
Before you opened, what were each of you doing? What sort of work?
I was a specialty barista somewhere else, and then I was also working, I worked for Black Walnut doing food costing and stuff like that. I worked there for a good amount of time, and worked at Starbucks for a while, way back in the day. I haven't really been to too many jobs. I learned a lot in my time there. And so now we're here.
I've been a hairstylist for 20 years.
Wow.
So, yeah, I've been doing that since I was 19 years old, and I guess 21 years now, because I just turned 40. So, this was definitely not what I was expecting it to be, but it's turned out to be better than I could have imagined.
So what's next for Conduit Coffee? Where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
Well, hopefully we will have taken our side roasting company off over here, hella decent, and hopefully looking at possibly getting a little small kitchen back there to kind of really take on a bigger food menu. So we'll see, you know. People always ask us if we're going to open another location, but this place just really, this is our place. I can't imagine opening another one. This is it, I think.
When we first started, we probably took on a little bit more. This is probably part of the challenges. We took on a little bit more than what we could handle with food. I love to cook, and we did have things like crustless quiche, that we had potato crusted quiche and stuff. So we will probably start bringing some of those things back in now that I'm having a little bit more time. So
Wonderful. Well, we look forward, and I know that our viewers are going to enjoy coming in, meeting you guys. I assume one of y'all is here pretty frequently, or both of you?
I'm here frequently. Robin works next door. Shameless plug if you need a haircut. And so yeah, we're both here, and she flutters in like a little butterfly, spreads a little love, and goes back to cut hair, and I'm just here. Yeah, staff's here. We're having a good time.
So you can set up an appointment, get your hair done, and then come have a delicious coffee afterwards.
Actually, if you book an appointment with me, you actually do get a free coffee with your haircut. So
You can't do that at Starbucks.
you can't do that.
You can't. It's a pretty tight gig here.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and we wish you nothing but the best, and can't wait to come back to our next visit.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Albert.
much.